Okay, Debbie,
Yes,
thank you very much for giving us the time to find out about you. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I started off as an office junior in the beginning of my career and sort of spent all of my time in finance, and then about 20 years ago got involved with a little project for an IT system improvement for order entry. And then Y2K, that was my first real introduction to IT. And after that, because I did really well and I had the support of one of the managers who started to mentor me, got involved in some very big ERP replacement projects. And I've been in IT ever since.
So tell me a little bit about how you came to be in the role that you're in today.
Yep. I guess I've been contracting for 15 years and it's something that I really enjoy. I find that moving across industries, across projects, keeps my mind open, it keeps my knowledge fresh. I meet fabulous people, I take away really interesting experiences, and I came to RWA to talk about this role, and the next day I started, just like that.
Fantastic. Now, can you tell us about your role here at Fletcher's?
For Fletcher's, I was brought in as a business analyst, looking at the South Pacific operations. They have a large construction organisation throughout all of the Melanesian and Polynesian islands. So I came on board to go and visit the islands and to look at their existing systems and processes and to document them, understand how they're working, what sort of support they might need to transition over to the new system. And so I went right through the islands, brought all the information back to New Zealand, documented it, presented it to the project team so that they can integrate that with the New Zealand processes. They're looking to standardise wherever possible, but it's much easier to manage. But the islands have some very unique requirements.
Oh yeah, it doesn't sound like it's just an office job.
No, definitely not, no. Certainly that was a life-changing experience for me. I had no idea that Fiji wasn't what I saw on the tourist brochures. It was vastly different. Vastly different.
Did you have any favourite moments that you took away from that travel?
I think one of my favourite moments was when I went to American Samoa and met the 3 office dogs. Brownie, Whitey and Socks. And they have their own chairs in the office, and the lovely office manager there has 21 dogs, because there's so many stray dogs there that are unfed and unwanted, and she can't help herself but takes one home. So she's got 21, and I told her about my dog Jasper, and she got a puppy and named him Jasper.
Lovely. We've seen so much change in technology over the last 10 years. What would you say is the greatest change?
I focus on people and processes and business. The technology part, to me, if you don't understand what physically happens and what you're trying to achieve, technology is not going to do that for you. So as far as how has technology changed for me, probably the only thing that's made a significant difference for me has been the introduction of smartphones, biometrics, those types of technologies.
If you could give advice to somebody who's choosing a career at the moment, what advice would you give them?
I would say just be prepared to actually put some hours in and work hard. I've seen a lot of newer people coming through that don't understand the value of working hard and what you learn from that, because you get so much more work done, you get so much more experience. It's not always about being at the top immediately, it's about how you get there. I think that's really important and an opportunity that people are missing.
You mentioned before that you had mentorship.
Yes, that's right.
Is that something that you can tell us a little bit about?
Yes, I was fortunate enough to have the general manager of a large food manufacturing company who saw that I had potential, and he took me under his wing and provided me with opportunities to learn, and I was on some very big projects, worked about 60, 70 hours a week for 3 years. So I pretty much took every opportunity and had his support, and he would guide me, he would help me to calm down when I was getting rather upset about things. It's sort of very stressful sometimes. And and his name was John O'Toole, and every now and then I just catch up with him again and thank him and update him on where I'm at. Yes, I think it's very important to mentor up and coming people through IT. Don't take for granted where you've got to and who you are and who you've become without giving something back. I've mentored about 6 younger people through IT, and they have very successful careers now, and that's part of what I do as who I am.
How did they approach you, or how would you suggest, if people are looking for mentorship, that they would approach somebody for a mentor?
I think the best way is just to ask. I mean, if you have a skill that you see that someone else has and that you admire or that you want, make the time to just talk to them and just say, look, I notice you're really good at your documentation. I wonder, would you be able to set aside a bit of time to help me learn how to do that? Because I think I could, really do my job so much better if I could. So just ask. And you'll find that, I've never been turned down. You'll find that most people are really happy to share what they know.